Okay, so look on this, guys. So we have done for the linked list also. Let me do that. Okay, same thing, nothing changes. Same procedure I will be doing it. So let me take it as vi. It has day 28. Is that on the day 28 we did the linked list? Yes, on that day we have done the linked list, right? So which all the things we have done it? Like we know the insert, we know the traverse, length, delete, and add, right? So I will go here and I will tell it as same thing here. Okay, you guys, you need to tell me now what are the things I want to change it here in the main method. So this function is this program is running fine, nothing to worry about it. So what I'll do it now, I'll tell it has I'll come here and I'll tell it as dd. Okay, so I've done with this one. So now tell me, guys, so what are the things I want to add up here? Okay, inside the main method I want to do something, right? Tell me what are the things I want to do it. Same thing, I want to take one switch statement, right? It has one switch statement. I'll tell it switch, switch. I'll take it. So switch should be inside, so I'll tell it as inside. Okay, cool, no problem. Switch, I'll tell it as what I need to give one choice, so I'll tell it as choice here, right? So simple thing, I'll tell it as like open bracket, and I'll come down in the down the line, I'll tell it has what closing bracket. Done. Now, what I need to tell it, what I need to tell it in the switch, I want to give the options for that, right? So what are the options I want to give it here? So I'll tell it has what? So I'll tell it as printf. I'll tell it has what do I tell it? What do I tell it? The same name I'll give it, right? So I'll tell it as what? First one. What is the first option? First option. What is the first option? I'll tell it has insert. Okay, so I'll tell it as /d. Okay, second one. What is the second one? uh I will tell it has for deleting a node. I will tell it. Okay, delete. I will tell it. Delete. I will tell it. Okay, delete for if you want to delete it. Okay, what is the third option, guys? Third option, I will tell it has add. I will tell it. Okay, add means what? Add in between, right? So add means what? Add in between. So that you guys know, I know it, right? So fourth one. What is that? Fourth one. I will tell it as length if I want to find the length. Okay, fifth one. What is the fifth one, guys? Fifth one is traverse. Okay, so what is the sixth one now? What is the sixth one now? Sixth one is nothing but it need to have it exit if you want to exit this, right? So I'll tell it as like this, right? So I want to read this. So what I'll do it now, I'll tell it has what? Scanf, right? Scan percentage D, I'll tell it has ampersand of ch. I want to tell it. So I'm using a ch variable, right? So I'll come here and I'll declare what? Ch variable. Done. Okay, so what are the things I want to have it inside the case, guys? So I want to have some certain things in the case, right? So I'll have case one, I have case two, I have it. So later on I have it case three, I have it. Later on I have it case four, I have it. Then later on I have it case five, I have it. Let's take it like this, case six, right? So much case I have it, right? So last one, what is that last one? DULT, default, right? So default. So these are all the things which comes in the switch case, right? So these are all the things which comes inside the switch case now. So let me go here and I will clear this out, right? So let me go here and I will clear this out. The default. So default के लिए ऐसा लिख दूंगा. Okay, what is in the default, guys? So I'll just tell it has what? I'll just tell it has what? I'll tell it has printf. I'll tell it as printf. What do I tell it? Printf. What do I tell it? Okay, I'll tell it has invalid. I will tell it as option, right? So I'll tell it as invalid option. So default का कम हो गया, right? Invalid. Default का कम हो गया, right? So now coming to here. So what is the first thing I want to tell it? Insert method. Let's when I want to tell for the case insert method, I will go and I'll check it out how this insert method is. Okay, what are the things I wanted for the insert method? What are the things I wanted for the insert method? I want to put data, right? That's it. I wanted it. So insert को बुलाऊंगा, data pass करूंगा, बस इतना ही चाहिए, right? So I'll go here. Same thing I'll do it here inside the main method. So what I want to call it, I want to call a method called as what? Insert. Insert. What I need to call it, I want to call it as data here, right? I want to call it as data here. So when I call data here, okay, insert data, right? So now I want to insert the data. So if I want to insert the data, I want to read this data first, right? Before inserting data, I want to read this data. So what I do is, if I want to read this data means, what I need to tell it, I want to tell it, okay, so I'll let as printf, I'll let as ent, enter the data, I'll tell it slash n, right? So after this, what I need to tell it, guys, I want to tell it as scanf, right? Scanf, I'll let as percentage d, and I'll let as ampersand of data, I'll tell it. This data should be declared, this variable should be declared. So I'll come here and I'll tell it has comma data, I will tell it. Done. Okay, so after to end this line, to end this case, so I'll tell it, as what? Break, I'll tell it. So done. So case one is done. Case one is developed. Right? Case one will do the operation. All the operation will do it. Now case two. What this case two is, guys? Case two is nothing but delete. Right? So before deleting it, what I need to do it, I need to go here. Okay, it should delete it, right? So delete में क्या है अब? Delete में क्या है अब? It is not returning anything. It is not deleting anything, but it is not showing anything also, right? It is not deleting anything, but it is also not showing anything also. So how can I make sure this one? Okay, now I'll make some changes for the delete, guys. Okay, some changes. What is the some changes? I want to return what, guys? I want to return what? Data. I want to return data, right? So from where the data I can hold it, guys? If I want to delete this first node, so from where I will get the data? Where do I have the data, guys? I don't have data here. I want to delete it. So I want to tell the data. Okay, or else I'll print it like this, or else I'll print it like this. Okay, for now I'll just call the data, guys. For now I'll just call it delete. Okay, del, right? So I'll just call the delete. Okay, nothing to worry about it. We have Travis, right? Anyhow, we have Travis, so that we'll get to know how it is, right? So I'll just call the delete method. So I'll just delete it. So delete method will do all the operation. So I'll go here and I'll do it as what? Break here. I'll do it as break here, right? So now option three. What is option three, guys? What is option three? Add, right? So again, I want to call which method? Add method. So I'll do it as add. Okay, I want to tell it as add here, right? I want to tell it as add. But tell me what all the things I wanted in the add, guys. Add, it is accepting what? Integer data. So same thing I want to call it here. Same thing I want to tell it here. I want to tell it here like even to add the integer data, I want to pass the parameter called as data here. So I'll pass the parameter called as data here. So what I do it now, I'll tell it has like this, and I'll tell it has what? Printf. I'll tell it has what? Uh, enter the data. Enter the data slash n. Right? Enter the data slash n. So after that, what I need to tell it? Okay, fine, no problem. Okay. After this, what I need to tell it? I'll tell it as scanf. I'll tell it as percentage t, and I'll tell it as address of data. Address of data. Right? So after that, what I tell it? I need to end this case. So I'll tell it as what? Break. That's it. Done. So this one is also done, the class thing. Okay, fourth one. What is the fourth one, guys? Fourth one is like to find out the length, right? So I'll go here, length, I want to find it out. If I see the method, guys, it is returning what? No parameters, but it is returning what? Integer type of data. So I want to call here length, guys. Okay, I want to call here what? Length here. So I'll tell it has len length. Okay, length I will call it. Since it is returning an integer data, I'll put up in the print function. So I'll tell it as percentage d, and I'll tell it as slash in, and I will put it in a block like this, right? So I want to put it as what? Break here. I'll put it as break here. Done. Okay, what about the fifth one now? What about the fifth one, guys? Fifth one is nothing but Travis. Okay, so what is the name of the Travis? So I have the normal name for the Travis, so it is nothing but a void type. So same thing I'll call it here. Very simple thing I'll tell it. Okay, so I'll tell it as Traverse, right? So Travis I will call it. I'll just simply call this Travis method, and I will tell it has what? I'll enter this, and I will tell it as what? Break. So this method will take care about it, right? Break. So what is the sixth one, guys? Sixth one is nothing but what? Exit, right? So I need to tell it as exit of 0. If I want to use exit of 0, what is the thing I want to use it, guys? What are the things I want to use it for? Exit of 0, what I need to use it? So I need to use stdlib. Already I have used it stdlib because malloc, calloc, realloc, I'm using this here. So I'll be using it like that, right? So done, right? So here I don't want break, guys. Here don't want break because the system is ending here. For default also I don't want break because this condition is ending here. This block is ending here. That's the reason I don't want the exit, sorry, break statement. Okay, that's the reason I don't want the break for this both things. Okay, so now I'll come here and I'll tell it has where did I apply this? Okay, in the Travis. Okay, so when the Travis came right, I was sleeping, I guess. Okay, so I'll read as dot slash e dot void out, right? So I'll enter this. Okay, so it is telling that insert, delete, add, and so on, right? So if I tell it as delete too, so it is not showing anything. Okay, so it is not telling that enter the location for deleting, right? It is telling me, it is asking the option, right? So I'll read as 2. So it is telling that invalid location. So I have the invalid location, right? So that's cool, pretty much cool. Okay, cool, no problem. So now I'll tell it has add method, right? So before add, I'll call the 4, right? So okay, location is deleted, it is terminating it. Oh god, it is running only one time, right? It is only running one time. So what I need to do, it I need to put it up an infinite loop here, right guys? So from where I want to put the infinite loop, I want to put it here, from here, right? So what I need to tell it, from here to here, from here to where guys, till the switch case, till switch case I want to put up in what guys, I want to put up in infinite loop, right? So I'll put it in an infinite loop. So I'll come here and I will tell it as infinite loop. This one I'll put it in a for loop, right? So for loop I'll tell it as semicolon semicolon like this. So I'll put up in the infinite loop. Done, entire thing inside the infinite loop. So I'll go here and I'll tell it as what, compile this and dot slash a dot out. So I'll be having the option, let me take it as insert, I'll tell it as enter the data, I'll tell it as 10. Done. Okay, so now I'll tell it as length, I'll tell it as 4 here. So length is nothing but what, 1. I'll tell it as 5, traverse it, traverse, when I call the traverse, I'll be having all these things, right? So again I will insert it, I'll tell it has 55, yes, enter it, insert, I'll tell it has 67, cool, no problem. So I'll tell it as insert 90, I'll tell it, cool, no problem. Insert, I'll tell it as 78, I'll tell it, cool, no problem. I'll tell it as chicken 65, right? So I have inserted, right? So if I want to traverse it, I'll tell it as 5. I have all the data which I have entered it, right? So if I tell it as length, I'll call it as 4. I have the length. Length is what, guys? 6. Length is what, guys? 6. Now again, I have it something like this. Okay, I have something like this, like what is that? Okay, I want to add it, right? So I want to add it. I want to add it in between. Okay, enter the data. I'll tell it has, let's say 99. Okay, 99. Okay, enter the location for adding a new data. I wanted to add this data in the location of 1, 2, and 3 or 4. A fourth location, it should be in the fifth location, right? It should be in the fifth location. I'll let us fifth location. So I'll just enter it into the fifth location, right? If I traverse it 5, if I traverse it 5, so I'll be having exactly at the fifth location, right? So I'll be having at the fifth location, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth location. I have the data for you, right? So if I tell it as length now here, 4, I have the length here, right? So if I want to delete it, so I'll delete it. Location to be deleted. If I want to delete 10, so I'll delete it 10. So if I have traverse 5, I have the data which is deleted. So again I will tell it, I want to delete 10, I want to delete this 78, I will tell it. So that location is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth location deleted, right? So again I will tell it as traverse it. So 78 is deleted, right? It is all working fine now, right? If I want to exit it, I'll enter this 6 and program is terminated. I can go for here and I'll recreate this. Done. Like this you will be creating it. Take down this.
Okay, instead of if switch case, you can even use else if, guys. If else if else if else if else if else if else. Okay, instead of that, you can use it even that also. No problem with that.